Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and in this video we're going to be doing a number of fun things, starting with showing you how to reach the roof of this rather unique Miramar warehouse located to the east of Hacienda del Patron. So it is located on the minimap between the E and the L of Del, so that's the easiest way to find it. And you can see there is a roof way up there that we are going to reach. This actually requires 2 people to do correctly, and was brought to my attention by Michael, whose name in the game is Fan2005 with a capital F. So I'll leave that in the video description down below so you can add him as a friend, give him some cool people to play duos and squads with. And I'll also leave a link to his YouTube channel if you want to subscribe if he starts uploading more cool content like this. So first, I'm going to be showing you just a solo. This is me, my gameplay, just showing you as far as I can get using one character, because like I said, you require a friend to do this correctly. So you can see that just by jumping up and down enough times, I was able to climb onto that second hay bale, and that's pretty good. You can see where I'm trying to get to, which is the secret second story of this warehouse. So this is already a really cool spot, but it gets even cooler. So now what we're going to do is switch to Michael's footage, because he has a friend who's already up there and willing to help him out with this. So you can see that he has jumped onto that first hay bale, now is going to go ahead and jump onto the second one. His friend has gone prone, and that is important because he wants to be able to get even higher than I was, and he's doing that by climbing onto his friend. So you can see how he's closer to that cross piece. That's what he's aiming for, that cross piece there that will allow him to then jump onto the second story. So you can see his friend has now crouched. This gives him even more height. And if his friend jumps the same time he jumps, he'll be able to jump even higher and be able to jump high enough to be able to get onto that cross piece as he did just there. So unfortunately, your friend is stuck down below because, again, it requires at least one other person in order to get up here. But what a cool spot. And this is already enough, I think, just for like a hidden location, because it's so cool. It is the second story balcony or a loft perhaps of this warehouse, and it's pretty decent to snipe out of too, because you have some of these wooden crate things that provide good cover that you can like peek out from behind if you're shooting people either down, people who are also in this warehouse, you can shoot down at them very easily, or people who are just outside to your like west to east. You have a pretty good vantage point, and you can use those wooden crates to get those people too. So let's just let him explore up here a little bit, take a look at what this loft or balcony is all about, and then he'll move ahead and go for the roof, which is yet another step. So this one's pretty complicated, it's pretty difficult to get, but it's definitely worth getting because the location, the vantage point is just really, really cool. So you can see what he's doing here is jumping up and down, trying to catch that ledge. He just caught it there and is able to now climb onto the metal plate of the roof. Now, what he's doing right now is trying to jump up onto the lip of that brown part of the roof, which is where he wants to ultimately get to. But it's actually easier to do if you come at it from the side of the roof, as he's going to show us in just a couple seconds. So you can see, there you go, another shout out to Derek G and the channel. So a huge thank you to you for doing that and for showing us this tip or trick, because it is a fun one and one that I certainly have not seen before. So you can see him going up and down, trying to catch, like I said, the edge, but instead what he's going to do is jump over here and show us an easier way to get onto the actual roof is right here on this side instead. As you can see, caught it and then now has climbed onto the brown part of the roof. So this is actually really high. It's like a solid, probably like 3 stories up. So you get a great sniping point in every position. So basically, remember, you're east of Hacienda. So depending on where the circles close, this could be great for late game, because look around you, there's a ton of just open field. And what that means is people are super exposed if they're running through that field to get into the zone, especially if they're running from Hacienda, which is a very popular spot to hang out in. So this is an excellent sniping spot, and again, nobody would ever expect someone to be up here because, well, unless you watch this video, you probably, like me, didn't even know that it was possible to get onto this roof. And that's what's so neat about these roof tutorials and, climbing tutorials and just showing you, places that you're probably not supposed to be able to get to, because there are so many of them and each of them requires its own unique method to get up there. So, we talked, and definitely keep watching this video till the end, because I'm going to be showing you 2 other cool tips and tricks. One of them is how to get out of the bug parachute. A number of people have been asking about that. And the other one is going to be how to get even higher on the bridge, courtesy of, let's see who it is. I believe it's SLENDERIX. So SLENDERIX sent in a tip. And if you have a tip or a trick that you want featured potentially on this channel, definitely send that to DerekGReplays@gmail.com. I'll leave a link to that email address in the video description. And you can send me a clip like this where I can actually, use it on the channel and feature you. Or we can use just, you can just send me like text of what you did or a screenshot or 2 if it's something that you feel like I could replicate using my own footage. So just a reminder that there are a number of these crazy locations around both maps, soon to be 3 maps. And it's just a lot of fun finding out, like I said, different spots that other people probably didn't think about before. So here we go. The circle is starting to close in. He's showing you that you could also probably jump across to that roof, although that one isn't as exciting. Argue the best spot to snipe or make, take advantage of your rather unique location is from up here. You could see almost able to snipe that airdrop if somebody was looting it. Where was that? To like the east, southeast kind of. So just a really, really cool position. So I think I was, mentioning, the other 2 things that we want to get to at the end of this video. But for now, the zone is closing in, and unfortunately that means it is time, or almost time, to get off of the roof. So how do you think you would best use this spot? Do you think it's an ideal sniping spot? Is it too difficult to get up to? Obviously, like I said, this one definitely requires a couple steps as well as a friend who's willing to help you out. So it's not as straightforward as climbing up the roof of that building, the 2-story with those 2 little points. That one is a lot easier just using that. We've got a vibrating phone here that is charged to 85%. So, that other double tipped roof, a lot easier to do. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into the parachute bug. Going to be showing you how to get out of this. And, this happens pretty infrequently to me, but when it happens, this is what happens. So you basically start spinning in a random direction, you lose all control. And you can see I was already starting to stop it, but basically what you need to do to get out of this is to push your joystick to about 10 o'clock. So that's between left and straight forward. See how I'm holding it there? I'm starting to slow down, and that's because you're rotating clockwise. So if for some reason you're rotating counterclockwise, then you just need to put your joystick between forward and right. But if you're rotating the way I was just rotating, what you're going to want to do is put your joystick between forward and left, just like I did. And you can rewind if you want to watch that again. And then you'll be able to easily get out of this and then parachute to where you want to go. So it's an annoying glitch. It tends to happen pretty randomly. It seems to happen more to me if I'm dropping using that 45-degree method, but I've had it happen other times too, and it's not a huge deal if you know how to deal with it. And now, finally, we're going to be taking a look at how to get even higher on the bridge, courtesy of SLENDERIX, who, like I said, sent this tip into me, DerekGReplays@gmail.com. So I made a video last night, or this morning, showing you how to climb up the bridge on Erangel, get a pretty decent vantage point for sniping, and I showed you how you can climb to these cross pieces. But I didn't know that you could actually go a step further. So that's what we're going to be watching right now. So I recommend sticking to the side of the bridge because you have better cover and you're not just super exposed. So if you want to climb even higher though, know that you can do that. You have to climb across that span that runs across the bridge like you saw him just do. And then all you need to do is climb up like that. Just climb up onto this even higher part. And then I think that this is, I mean, again, I might be wrong here, but I think that this is the highest you can get on this bridge. And it gives you an even better spot to snipe people from because, again, you can use your peeking tools here and then shoot people who are coming down from military base or going to military base coming from the mainland. So a very, very cool spot to snipe or camp from there. And again, a thank you to SLENDERIX, who sent that in to me, DerekGReplays@gmail.com. So if you enjoyed these tips today, definitely give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends to help grow the channel because I certainly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, definitely consider doing that now too for tons more PUBG Mobile content, including gameplay, tips and tricks, loot locations, troll locations, and a whole lot more always coming soon. So my name is Derek G, and I hope to see you on the battlefield soon or in my Discord, which I'll also leave a link to down below.